Hello everyone, this is Aditya U. I'm doing my BTech second year mechanical engineering from Hindustan University. My friend RVS Vinay, he's also doing his BTech second year mechanical engineering from the same university. We both are going to present you with a small presentation on how to reduce your waste generation during a pandemic outbreak like the recent COVID-19. For our academic point of view, we were expected to choose a non-departmental elective. We chose waste to energy conversion as a non-departmental elective, for which we are expected to do a final project. Since the entire world is suffering or fighting against a deadly disease called coronavirus, we as a responsible student thought of spreading awareness among the community. So we came up with this presentation as our final project. So what is coronavirus? What made it to become a pandemic outbreak? And what is the severity of coronavirus in India? Let's see about that. Coronaviruses are nothing but a family of viruses that can cause illness such as common cold. The virus was originated first in Wuhan, a district in China, during December of 2019. Since December is the month during which the Chinese celebrate their New Year, the spread of virus was really at its peak. China was the very first country in the world to suffer from this virus. In March 2020, almost 200 plus countries were affected from this deadly virus. So, the World Health Organization or WHO declared the COVID-19 as a pandemic outbreak. The symptoms includes cough, shortness of breath, high fever, and sometimes mild chest ache. So, what is the severity and current scenario of coronavirus disease in India? The graph was always at its peak when it came to the spread of the disease in India. As of now, almost total cases reported is nearly 71,000. The number keeps on increasing day by day, and the total recoveries is nearly among 22,500. We don't have to talk about the deaths because let's spread some positivity. So, since the none of the countries in the world haven't find any medicine for this disease, quarantine is the only solution for reducing the spread. What is quarantine? Staying in home with the complete country under lockdown is called as quarantine. As recent condition, almost 200 plus countries are under lockdown due to this virus. This period is generally called as quarantine. Since there is a crunch of resources among the society, as a responsible citizen, we should reduce the generation of waste from our homes. So, I will give you with some productive ideas to reduce the waste generation. Let's see. How do you reduce waste generation during a pandemic like outbreak like corona? Best way, I'll give you with some of the best ways to reduce the waste generation. So, imagine 5 points. Stick with reusable cups and dinnerware. Make use of your freezer. Reduce your food waste. Opt for reusable rags instead of paper towels. Use any environmentally friendly products you already have. I will explain in detail about each point in the upcoming slides. Now, firstly, stick with reusable cups and dinnerware. There is a myth which is usually among the society during this recent outbreak. Using disposable cutlery will help to stop the spread of this virus is a common myth among the society. Actually, it's completely false. Using disposable cups will only increase the waste generation. Instead of that, you can simply ensure that reusable items are washed or disinfected thoroughly in between uses. So, use only reusable cutlery items. Wash the dishes thoroughly under dishwasher or your normal dishwashing soaps. Avoid using disposable cups. Why? Because since the production of almost every sector is under lockdown, the disposable dinnerware or cutlery is also under a resource crunch. So the process involved also require a lot of natural resources, and when you are done by using them, they get chucked in the dustbin. So this will cause more generation of waste. So avoid using disposable cups or dinnerware. If you use it, make sure that they are disposed properly in the dustbin, but kindly try to reduce the usage of disposable cups at dinnerware. While some of these cans and are recycled and lot gets dumped into landfills, they build up and it may cause environmental pollution. So the second point, make use of your freezer. Making panic purchases as much as you can could fit in your shopping cart. There's a chance of unused perishable items landing into the dustbin. So stocking up the perishable goods into your freezer is a must to reduce the waste generation. Most foods can be frozen, and it's a great way to prolong the life of a food item and prevent it from going into waste. Yeah. So simply coming to the point, you can store your meat or perishable goods in your freezer so that the life of the food is increased, and you can have the food for some more period of time instead of chucking into the dustbin. Now moving on to the next slide, reduce your food waste. There are so many people out there suffering for even single meal a day. So we are really blessed to get food for all the three meals. So do not buy more than enough food that you end up throwing away. How can one reduce your food waste? I'll give you some ideas. At times like this, it is important than ever to remember that food is there to be eaten, and reducing food waste, redistributing food must be our priority. If you cook some food and if it is extra than you need, you can pack it and give it to the watchmans or the people needy around your surroundings. Not only does reducing food waste have a positive environmental impact, it can also boost personal finances. Like if you cook what you want, you can reduce the money for cooking the food. Like it doesn't go into waste, right? So plan your shopping list beforehand and check the use by date. Become more creative with the leftover food. Redistribution of food is a great way to share your food. So the community not only includes you and me, it also includes the people who are in need. So kindly distribute the leftover food or cook some extra food for them also. It's not going to cost so much. You can help the people suffering out there. And the third slide, if you come to the third slide, opt for reusable bags instead of paper towels. During this period, all of the paper towels and disinfecting wipes have been out of stock for around 2 months. Sure, these disposable cleaning tools are incredibly convenient, but the better option would be using rags or clothes instead. There are generally two arguments in support of cloth toilet wipes. They save the environment and they save the money. On the other hand, the toilet paper is expensive and bad for the environment. So use old and reusable rags instead of paper towels. Try to avoid using these paper towels because, as I said, it may harm the environment and it may also cause it may be expensive. They can be what is advantage of using reusable rags instead of paper towels is that they can be washed and reused. They save money as well as they save trees, which is environmental friendly. The next slide is use environmentally friendly products if you already have. Eco-friendly products do not harm the earth or environment, and it will improve the quality of living. By using more environmentally safe products, we reduce pollution and contamination of natural resources such as air, water, and soil. Yeah, I will give you with some information here. The air quality index has reduced to 40%. That is, it has dropped almost 60%. Now the air is really really clean out there. So I suggest the government to give a week of lockdown in every year with the proper planning, so that we will give the earth for its time to heal. Yeah, coming back to this topic, use any environmentally friendly products if you already have. uh, Bidet attachments can clean you up with little or no need of toilet paper. Bidets are environmentally friendly replaceable paper towels. Bidets are nothing but paper towels. Use that because they are environmental friendly instead of using plastics. Making a switch from toilet paper to bathroom bidets could potentially save 15 million trees. Yeah, this proves to be eco-friendly. Now, masks and gloves are really needed to stop the spread of this virus or prevent the spread of this virus. The disposing of these masks and gloves are also important to stop the spread of this virus. Used masks should not be disposed along with other household items. Use separate trash cans or disposing masks or disposing cans for disposing these masks and gloves. Do not throw the masks outside. Like if you use it, don't throw it in the streets and come, because the the sweeper who picks up may suffer from the virus if you have it. So be a responsible citizen and dispose it properly. And since the old always helps us, reduce, reuse and recycle is the simplest way to reduce waste generation. Reduce your consumption, reuse the items you have, recycle the possible items, whatever it can be recycled. Now, finally, coming to how to stop the spread of corona, I'll give you with some points which one can easily follow to stop the spread of corona. Avoid large events and mass gatherings. Avoid close contact with anyone who is suffering from sickness. Always maintain a distance of 6 feet or 2 meters from them. Stay home as much as possible. Don't go out and roam simply for fun. Because there are many police and doctors working for us. So as a responsible citizen, we should stay indoors to help them to return to their home as soon as possible. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Make sure the sanitizer which you use contains at least 60% of alcohol. Avoid frequently touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Since the virus finds its way into a human's body through these three organs, avoid sharing dishes, glasses, bedding, and other household items if you are sick. Clean and disinfect high touch surfaces such as doorknobs, light switches, electronics, and counters daily. So, you avoid going out of your homes as much as possible. Go out if only if needed. So, stay home, stay safe, be happy, take care. Thank you. This is Aditya U and RBS Vinay signing off. We will meet you with another good video. Thank you. I would really thank Mrs. Chandrakala, our waste to energy conversion teacher, our non-departmental elective teacher, for encouraging us and providing us with such an opportunity to help to spread an awareness among the society. I hope this video is helpful to you in any possible way it can. Thank you. This is Aditya U and RBS Vinay signing off.